Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome with the call from New Orleans. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
All right, so it looks like we got to worry about Chris Thompson. And we are driving with Jacoby Brisset at quarterback. Went ahead and put Jacoby Brisset at the starting quarterback. Oh, nice pass. Nice play.
First as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Come on, Brisset, let's put this in the end zone.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Brisset sets to throw it. And he's got it.
Brisset! Jacoby Brisset!
Cameron Meredith there to make the grab. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And this is a guy who cares totally about his team. He will do whatever it takes for a play to be successful and for his team to win. I've seen him become a lead blocker on running plays, even though I'm sure his coaches don't want him anywhere near that pile.
A first carry now for Thompson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Was Thompson hurt?
Timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Winston now. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And we get a glance now at the Buccaneer offense.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. On 3rd down, Brisset. The open man is Smith. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, Brisset.
Here's Brisset. And he floated one out there incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. This is complete to Michael Thomas.
Ooh.
And now the ball's out. Fumbled near midfield. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And
That was Michael Thomas' fault. He should have held on to it.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football.
I think he was down, though.
Grabbing it off the ground.
It wasn't no booth review.
The end zone for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down now, it's Murray. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Come on, Jacoby Brisset. We need you to find somebody open again.
Brisset from the gun on 3rd.
Nice.
Finds Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Nice line. Where would I hold up line?
Tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. Brisset now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Everyone got 4 down.
Kamara. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brisset. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Nice punt.
Out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Oh!
The linebacker, Demario Davis.
Mario Davis almost picked that off.
And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
Cameron Jordan is now one of those versatile defensive linemen who can play all up and down the front. Whether he's playing tackle or end, he knows how to make plays.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Winston looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
That was James Winston's first completion.
Sets up a 3rd down.
He throws a lot of interceptions.
The slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patches. I like
at the first.
Right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston, there's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Winston's in the groove.
On 1st, here's Washington. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On 2nd down, Washington. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, Brisset.
Nice pass, Brisset.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Cameron Meredith getting open. Come on, offense.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
Kamara's not going nowhere.
First down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A 10th carry for Kamara. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
All right, Kamara's getting in the zone.
Saints first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Brisset. They complete it to Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the ground, Richard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the red zone now, Brisset. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Kamara. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought at worst, quarterback sneak, try and pick up the first down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3?
Excuse me.
Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
So out come the Bucs now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. They'll run on first down. Washington. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes...
Nice tackle, Demario Davis.
Demario Davis there on the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage.
On the back blitz.
He's got Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. Winston now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it.
Jameis taking off.
Tuck it and run. And they've got
Pick
it
up the
inside
first.
the 10 at the 8. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Washington. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the ground, Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. And the Buccaneers have it.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Ready? Blue light. Check 56. Defense wins championships, man. Let's go.
On first down. It's Washington, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Andre Washington getting the start at halfback for the Buccaneers.
Throwing on 2nd down, Winston. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston. Open man is Miller. He's got it.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Winston. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others.
Nice play.
Possession, pump the ball away, get yourself some defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Brisset now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brisset. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas.
Nice play.
But not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. To throw again on 2nd down, Brisset. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jameis Winston and the rest of the Bucs set to begin this next drive. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. But just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Brisset. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So mark off the yardage for roughing
Oh,
the
Saints
passer.
in the end zone.
I've seen this before. On a
I'm within
screen pass, now
one
you're rushing
point.
the passer.
Go for 2.
You're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you
Personal
shouldn't.
foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Brisset. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cameron Meredith ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than
right?
down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the 2nd quarter. We'll see how this all plays out.
Saints came back.
It's good on the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point.
Ooh, that was a nice run.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here, Winston. Hearns brings it in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Most teams in the league hitting the 3-quarter pole in the preseason. The whole league will be in action next Thursday night to wrap it all up. And then we start for real a week after that with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive, something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
I don't want to get with those big plays, man. Come on, girl.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play fake. Winston. Airing it out for Hearns. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Intercepted.
20, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for them.
Winston throwing an interception. Alvin Kamara fumbling the football. This is realistic football, guys.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. The busy night continues for Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brisset now. Cook with a first down and much more. And this is Cook with a grab. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running with Kamara. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
One Brisset.
From the gun on 3rd.
Nice.
Complete to Meredith.
Cameron Meredith coming up big.
On a gain of 16 yards. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brisset. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brisset again. This is caught. And he is into the end zone.
Let's take the lead. Let's go for 2.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and
they got a lead
and try and bring pressure.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. A second down throw for Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Jameis now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Washington. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground with Washington. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Washington on 3rd and short. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started out once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Tackle, rookie.
Is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Off the play fake, here's Brisset. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Got a good game on our hands, guys.
Here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw, Brisset. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Brisset now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Brisset sets to throw it. That one complete to Hill. And he's
nice play. Brisset standing tall in the pocket. Handling the blitz.
First down on a gain of 16.
And they're sending blitzes too.
On play action. Brisset. Thomas has got it. Complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Brisset going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, Brisset. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that
can't give Winston that much time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets
get some pressure on the interior line. I always come from the outside. That takes too long to develop.
One thing I can say pretty safely, That route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, it's Washington. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Right back to Washington. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
We got this.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not.
Short,
it's not
too.
The misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. He'll look to throw. It's a screen to Richard. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
All right, the second stringers are in.
Oh, the Bucs swarm in, and they block it. And they will wind up with the football and the possession. And that pressure there came from his left side. Maybe could have sped up the release, but he couldn't get it off in time.
And truthfully, the speed should be consistent each and every time. It should be quick mechanics. The best punters.
All right, defense got to stand up. Don't want to give up a touchdown.
Those are the ones you want. Anything more than 1 step in the NFL, you're flirting with disaster.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jordan Leggett, 28 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. This fielded at the 2.
All right, Brian Ryans has a game on his hands.
Couple extra yards up to the 27.
And he closed it out.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll run on first down. Richard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest.
Nice pass by Brian Ryans. Going down the sideline.
Running the ball down.
Ooh, tripped up from behind.
He gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
Spears doesn't have the breakaway speed. If I was younger, he would have been gone.
Look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Murray. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front, giving him at least a stalemate in order to find that space?
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
I see the Saints keeping the gas on by kicking the field goal instead of going for 2.
Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
They're just keeping that 2-possession lead available.
You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you need to make some adjustments.
He just came right in there. Luckily got that away.
6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion.
Nick Fitzgerald out of Mississippi State.
2nd and 4. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald. It's complete. It's Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And on this one, he'll get to the
Nick Fitzgerald's doing good out there.
8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Off the bootleg, Fitzgerald. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He had a man open.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. They run with Washington. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he's
down by 6. We score a touchdown, that might be ball game.
They needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing
Brian Ryans going deep with it. Has him in.
Tampa Bay territory.
What got into Brian Ryans?
Saints, 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw here.
That wasn't Brian Ryans' fault. They just came in.
Huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll run the counter with Murray. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Third and 11. Come on, Brian Ryans. That is handed off.
And they'll get him down right around
Smart
the
move.
16. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about it.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognized that he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
Go now. 30 base. Here we go, G. Get off the field. 44, Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fitzgerald. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Nice ball game.
Guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season,
Nick Fitzgerald was trying to make a play.
How costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to
See
come.
the Brian Ryans.
Plus, got to worry about making the team.
Oh, good coverage.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action.
Play action.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
Set, 8 read.
We're getting field goal range.
On the draw, Richard. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through.
By 12.
We'll give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Heading back out there now, the Saints defense. They recovered the fumble last time. 3 turnovers for them in this game. They've been, that word opportunistic comes to mind, right?
Exactly right. And you know guys on defense, they say turnovers. The offensive guys call them turnovers. We call them takeaways. We go get them. And that's exactly what they've done in this game.
The former DB making sure you know their takeaways on the defense.
Takeaways, man.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzgerald looking sideline, incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Fitzgerald. Washington's got it. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Fitzgerald, and an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
We'll get that up all day.
Tim that time escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that 1st down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the 1st. steps away. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down. Fitzgerald. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back to throw. Fitzgerald got an open man. It's Washington. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it to DeAndre Washington, but it's going to be second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Murray. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. 10th carry of the game now, Murray. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the
That was
25.
a huge field goal made by Will Lutz. Why he make it to the Pro Bowl.
Down by 8 at time, a huge factor. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. I'm going to come back to you.
Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.